Do you use silicone pieces? Because I really don't, but I've heard some of the benefits. You know, they're really durable. A lot of people that have trouble breaking a lot of their pieces usually switch to silicone because it's not going to break every time you drop it. Also, they're pretty cheap, right? Most silicone pieces are low cost. You can get something like of a decent size without spending a lot. And also, it's like really easy to make. There's crazy stuff you can make out of silicone because they're just filling a mold at a certain point and they're not blowing glass and doing crazy artwork with it. So it's easier to make cool stuff. But I have one question for people that use silicone pieces. What's it like smoking out of a fleshlight? You know there's somebody out there that has a silicone piece that they both use to smoke and poke. You know that person's out there, right? I'm not the biggest fan of silicone pieces. I'm probably never gonna use one again. Most silicone out there isn't really safe to smoke at the temperatures you're gonna smoke at. Most head shops out there, most stores you go into just have whatever they ordered from China, and it's not really like super safe or high grade silicone. There's different levels to it. Some stuff is better or rated for higher temperatures, but it's really not rated for that high of a temperature at all. Like the good stuff, you can't get hotter than 600 degrees, which if you're torching a nail on something, your torch is way hotter than 600 degrees. Your Bic lighter's hotter than 600 degrees. Chill. You good? Yeah, you good. But I have seen some workarounds. People use glass pieces and down stems and stuff. That way you're not getting as much of the heat on silicone. But still, at the end of the day, it's like not something I really want to use. They are easy to clean. Like I've seen people flip their whole piece inside out and just wipe it off. That seems pretty crazy. But also one thing about silicone and why they don't really store dabs in silicone containers anymore and why you don't buy them from the dispo in silicone containers is silicone leaches terpenes. If you have some really saucy live resin or something in a silicone container, the silicone can actually like absorb the terpenes. But separate from that, separate from actually like storing it, when you smoke through a silicone piece, and anybody that's smoked out of one regularly will tell you, it smells, it stinks, it holds that nasty smoke flavor. Anybody that has like a 3-4 month old flower piece that they've been smoking out of, if it's made out of silicone, that thing reeks. Sure, it's easy to clean, you can wipe off the inside, but it literally holds that smell. It like leaches into the silicone and it holds that smell. Another thing is you don't really want to clean your silicone with alcohol, right? If you use alcohol on silicone, it can actually cause the silicone to expand, which if you dry it off and you wait a long time, it'll retract or go back to its normal state. But just expanding and retracting causes it to weaken and makes it more fragile over time. And the whole point of it is durability. So in my head, I do see the need for them. Some people just can't pick up glass. It might be too heavy. Some people, no matter what, they're gonna drop a piece. Some people are constantly on the go and they just pull out something from their backpack. They got a bong folded up in there or something. But for me personally, I got a lot of glass options. I don't really need to use silicone. I can see the benefits that people get from it, you know, cheap, durable, easy to manage. But it's not something that I want to use. I don't want to use it regularly. I don't think most silicone out there is high grade silicone. You go into any old shop, they definitely got cheap stuff from China, which you could say the same thing about the glass that they have in there, but it's still safer to smoke out of the glass from China, the low grade glass, than it is to smoke out of the low grade silicone, I think. And in addition to like the smell staying or having like a lingering smell in your piece, some people say there's stains really easily. Like I don't really use silicone, but I've asked a lot of people about their pieces and they say it just stains. So like it's easy to clean off or whatever, but you're staining the inside with smoke. That staining is holding like nasty smells too. If you have a nice glass piece, it'll last you forever. You can clean it up, you can brush it up. It's gonna keep going, but a silicone piece is gonna get worse and worse over time. The more you use it, even if you're cleaning it, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna leach a lot of those terpenes. It's gonna smell bad. And if you're cleaning it with alcohol to get rid of that smell and stuff, you're gonna weaken your silicone over time. So using a silicone flower piece might be a little bit less harmful than using a concentrate piece. If you're really not getting any of the heat near the silicone, it's fine, but the way most of them are set up, I've been sent silicone rigs before I've never even used. You put the nail right in the silicone and you torch it inches away. Like if you're not super careful, it's easy to start melting that silicone and maybe start breathing in some of the fumes from it. Either way, I get asked about silicone a lot. I figured I'd give my opinions on it, but I wanted to let you guys know I was just remonetized on YouTube. This is like the 4th time. I've done a lot with my content hoping that they don't strip it away from me again because it sucks working for free. free. But hopefully you saw an ad on this video. We also have memberships. You can support the channel directly by joining to become a member. Memberships start as low as $1.99. Check out that join button. And don't forget to come chill with me on Twitch. We have a set... And don't forget to come chill with me on Twitch. We have a sesh every night after 9 p.m. Eastern. If you have Amazon Prime, you can support me there for free. I just talked about why I don't use silicone pieces, but if you want to hear about why I don't use hemp wick, check out this video right here. That's a pretty good one, right, Bug? She thinks so. Have a super lit day, my dudes.